In a world driven by competition, statistics, and scoreboards, sometimes the most powerful stories in sports have nothing to do with the final whistle or the scoreboard, but everything to do with the heart. This is one of those stories. It begins not with a championship, not with a highlight reel, but with a young man who swung for the fences and hit something even greater than a home run. He found a family. Brady Crabtree, a college baseball player at Lassen College in Susanville, California, showed up with a glove and a dream. He joined the team with hopes of success, of growth, of finding his place on the diamond. What he didn't expect was to become part of a home. That home belonged to Coach Frank Avila Jr., a man known for his dedication to the game, but even more so, his devotion to his daughters, 10-year-old Peach, 6-year-old Pearl, and 3-year-old June. The connection was instant. Brady didn't just play for Frank. He played for Peach, for Pearl, for June. He became more than a player. He became a big brother, a confidant, a supporter, a piece of the family puzzle that no one knew was missing until he arrived. Tara Avila, Frank's wife, saw it all unfold. She watched this young athlete go from guest to guardian, from teammate to treasured soul. He just got them, Tara said, her voice filled with emotion. Brady listened, not out of obligation, but because he cared. He cared when they told him stories about school, or their favorite cartoons, or their little battles with the world that only little girls know. He listened when they cried. He laughed when they laughed. He showed up, not just in uniform, but in spirit. He was there in the bleachers during soccer games, clapping loudest of all. He was there at the recitals, proud and smiling as if the spotlight was on him. He was there on the t-ball field, helping Pearl swing the bat, cheering louder than anyone. He was there at dinner tables, at bedtime, in moments that matter most. And as time passed, the lines between teammate and family blurred until they no longer existed. Brady was theirs, and they were his. And then, time, as it always does, moved on. Brady played his final game at Lassen. A chapter was closing, and with that chapter came a moment that hit harder than any pitch. Graduation. The girls, tough, spirited, joyful little warriors, cried. Peach cried, Pearl cried, even little June cried, and so did Tara, so did Frank, because when you watch your daughters lose their brother, not to tragedy, but to time, you feel it deep in your bones. It wasn't goodbye forever, but it was a goodbye. Still, in the midst of that sadness, came a promise. A promise from Brady, that he wouldn't disappear, that this wasn't just a phase or a passing role he played during college. That their bond was real. That he'd be there. That he'd show up. That no matter where baseball or life took him, a part of his heart would always belong to 3 little girls in Susanville, California. And in that promise, there was hope. Hope that some stories in sports don't end at the bottom of the ninth. Hope that the human connection, formed in dugouts, on dusty fields, and around kitchen tables, can be stronger than any stat sheet. Brady Crabtree may have started as a player chasing a college dream, but he leaves as something much bigger. He leaves as a hero in cleats, as a big brother, as a memory that will live in bedtime stories, in family photos, in whispered prayers of gratitude. Because in that small town, on that modest field, something extraordinary happened. Love happened, family happened, and no scoreboard can measure that. Brady's story is not about how many runs he scored or games he won. It's about the lives he touched, the girls he held when they cried, the laughter he shared when the world was simple and beautiful, the shoulders he gave them to lean on. He reminded us all that sometimes, the most valuable player is the one who shows up when the cameras are off. And that sports, at its very best, is about connection. It's about people. It's about love. So thank you, Brady, for reminding us of what really matters, and for proving that the greatest victories in life often come from the heart.